Today's travel story is about the forest safari in the Nanachi Gate in the Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, Karnataka. Previously, you watched the travel story about the Nagarhole Kabini Gate. This safari center is located near the Tolpetti in Wayanad. There are enough animal sightings over here. In Kabini, we saw tigers, but here it's all about leopards. After the safari, we headed to a nearby resort, where we stayed overnight and then set off for another safari in the morning. Even if we don't spot any animals, we won't be disappointed because the forest itself is stunning. Firstly, while enjoying the beauty, let me give you an introduction to this trip. There are 3 safari points in the Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. The first one is the Kabini Gate and the second is the Nanachi Gate. Thirdly is the Veeranohazahalli. We are at Nanachi ticket counter where we'll begin our journey after getting our tickets. There are 2 safari sessions in the morning and 2 in the evening, each lasting 1.5 hours. In Kabini, only buses are available, but here they offer both buses and jeeps. You can purchase tickets directly at the counter. The open vehicle makes it easier to use your camera. We entered the forest after driving down the main road. Here, there are 2 safaris, each of 3 hours and are offered by the Jungle Lodge Resorts, or the JLR. The service is available not only here but also at all the 3 safari points in Nagarhole. JLR is a government-run firm. You can find more details on their website. In Kabini, they offer safaris only if you book the resort, but here they provide safari-only options. You need to book the tickets online and the fare is 2,300 rupees per person. So we are starting our journey with the JLR Safari. As you can see, there are plenty of deers, which is a common sight in all safaris. Today, we will see the behavior and the communication methods of these animals. The road is muddy due to the rain, but since our vehicle is a 4x4, it is not an issue. Our first animal sighting is an elephant. She seems completely unbothered by our presence as she eats grasses. Typically, tuskers are solitary, so perhaps this elephant has either been separated from her group or is a solitary elephant. These types of elephants often appear innocent, but they can be dangerous. You can also spot some mynas and other birds perched on their top. It's common to see birds sitting on elephants as well as on these buffaloes, cows and other animals, where they can catch flies and other insects. The workers here clear the way by cutting down grasses and other vegetations for about 10 to 15 meters from the traveling path, which will improve our ability to spot animals. In Wayanad Tolpetti, for example, it can be difficult to see elephants, even if it's standing right next to us due to the overcrowded forests. The Karnataka government is doing its part for the fees they collect from us. To truly appreciate the beauty of Nagarhole forest, we should visit the Nanachi Safari. The beauty of the landscapes are truly mind-blowing. It is evening right now, but during the morning sunlight, the visuals are really beautiful. Inside green bushes, there's an elephant family. However, certain types of plants are a major cause of forest destruction. They spread rapidly, preventing other plants from growing nearby. The animals do not eat these shrubs because of small poison content in it. But few birds feed on the seeds and spreads pollination, resulting in rapid growth of these plants in various areas. During the summer season, the chances of spotting animals around ponds like this increase because they tend to stay close to the water sources. You might see many tortoises resting on the branches. This is a serpent eagle. We can notice the presence of tigers by their pug marks, and we can spot them since the tigers roam here frequently. When a tiger or leopard is nearby, deer, elephants, and other animals make distinct warning sounds, different from their usual calls. I'll let you hear that sound. After hearing that sound, all the deer retreated into the forest. And there was a leopard. Look how majestic it is, with a much fierce look in its gaze. He is very shy and will retreat into the forest at the sound of a vehicle. We waited for a while, and then a leopard appeared, a sub-adult around 3 to 4 years old. It wanted to cross the road but turned back into the forest. As soon as the information about the leopard sighting was spread, many safari jeeps came to the place within seconds. But we got the sightings first. If it were a tiger instead of a leopard, it would confidently walk in front of all the vehicles. Tigers are usually not shy. Over there is a gaur. When their calves are born, they have a grey color that gradually changes and becomes darker as they grow. All the ones here are female. We are able to capture good photos of animals because the path has been cleared. Earlier, I mentioned 3 key spots in Nagarhole: Nanachi, Kabini, and the Veeranahosahalli. Nanachi and Veeranahosahalli are actually in the same area. The route through Veeranahosahalli offers many opportunities to spot animals. We were able to travel in private cars, but two-wheelers are not allowed. After our safari, we went to a nearby resort, which is budget-friendly and has a forest-like ambience. The rooms are designed like cottages, making it a peaceful place to stay with family without being disturbed by others. So this is our room. It is very clean and tidy. There are different types of rooms available to suit various needs. You can spot several birds and small animals right inside the resort. There is also a small waterfall within the premises. If you plan to stay here, I will provide the link in description box below. After having tea and relaxing, the campfire began. The resort offers separate campfires for families and bachelors. Here's the family from Chavakkad. They're really enjoying it. So after the campfire, we headed to dinner, where we had parota and chicken curry. Afterward, we took our vehicle and went out. The chances of spotting animals on this route are very high. We even saw an owl sitting on the road, but we couldn't capture its face before it flew away. As we continued, we spotted an elephant standing by the roadside. We waited for a while because there were other elephants nearby. After that, we returned to our rooms and slept. The next morning, we woke up at 5:15 am and reached the safari spot by 5:30 am. We had already booked our tickets. This is our vehicle and our driver is Mr. Santosh. As usual, I'm sitting in the front seat. The first animals we spotted were deers. The sunrise here is stunning. I don't think any other safari offers such a beautiful landscape view. That's a barking deer, which is rare to spot. They are very shy but make a loud noise when sounding an alarm. Over there is a sambar deer, one of the largest members of the deer family. The following visuals are my attempt to capture the beauty of nature. I won't add any commentary, just watch and decide for yourself. This is pure untouched beauty, crafted by nature alone, without any artificial influence. It's the kind of beauty that makes you melt, and right now the forest stories begin. This is a grey jungle fowl, and it's a sub-adult. When the animals heard this low noise, they looked at us and stood still. Here, you can see a deer walking with its head held high. When the deer walk like this, it often indicates that they might be preparing to fight another deer. I always wonder if their eyes are safe. We then spotted a wild dog, which is very dangerous. And now it's looking our way. This sound is a communication signal. Wild dogs are capable of attacking tigers, gaur, deer and other animals, and they typically hunt in packs. These wild dogs are indeed very dangerous, and their method of feeding is quite brutal. They eat their prey alive. In contrast, tigers and leopards consume their prey only after it has died, and they do it very slowly. While animals will typically make warning calls when they spot tigers or leopards, they do not do the same when they see the wild dogs. Instead, they run for their lives and do not have time to make an alarm call. That is a striped-necked mongoose. It is the largest mongoose in Asia. You can see a distinct stripe on its neck. Here is a female grey jungle fowl. There are males as well, but they're elusive and quickly disappear into the forest, so we can't observe them for a long time. Deer are the ones that give alarm calls most frequently when they see big cats. Langurs typically don't give alarm calls because they know tigers can climb trees to catch them. However, they do alert when leopards are around, as leopards can easily climb and catch them. Sometimes when langurs give continuous alarm calls, they faint and fall. The leopards will then come and eat them. There are many such strategies and tricks in the animal world. The flesh of the gaur is a favorite food of tigers and leopards. This particular gaur has a disabled leg and cannot run, and will soon be a meal for the tigers. If you stand close, we might not even hear it. The gaur is highly sensitive to its surroundings. Thanks to Santosh, we can spot nearly all the animals that came our way. Here's the pug mark of a tiger. It passed this way 2 or 3 hours ago. Leopard pug marks aren't visible here, as leopards are very clean animals. They often stay in the trees during the rainy season. Tigers, on the other hand, love water and mud. You can see the remains of deer that was eaten by a wild dog. Vultures are perched on the trees to feed on the leftovers of the deer's carcass. These vultures are rare in South India. There are 2 species over here, the red-headed vulture and the white-rumped vulture. Both are categorized as endangered. During the monsoon season, male peacocks shed their feathers. The bird sitting on the top is a peahen, while the other is a peacock. That's a Pallas fish eagle. They feed on fishes. It is very rare and is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red category. Its diet consists of fish. These eagles migrate from northeast Bangladesh and travel to the Gulf countries in December before returning to the northeast. The JLR Safari offers a 3-hour journey, which greatly improves your safari chances of spotting animals. On a bus safari, you won't have the same visibility or proximity to the driver, making it harder to see and get close to wildlife. So, consider booking the JLR Safari for a better wildlife experience. We then headed to the main road and spotted an elephant by the roadside. Its tusks were pointing in the opposite directions, and it had a distinct, confident look. So we are wrapping up this episode right now, and I will include all the details in the description box. Thanks for watching, and meet you soon.